Hello friends, welcome to StudyCell. In this video, we will make a DIY smart plug with timer features using ESP8266 NodeMCU and a relay module. For this project, you don't need any third-party IoT application, even you don't need any Wi-Fi connection. Here the ESP8266 will create an access point. You just have to connect with the hotspot to control the relays from your smartphone. And we can also monitor the real-time feedback if we control the relay with manual switches. Now to activate the timer, you just have to enter the time in minutes or hour, then start the timer. Here you can see the second relay turns on and also the blue LED is on, which indicates the timer is activated, and we can also monitor the countdown on the dashboard. Now if you want, you can disconnect from the hotspot, still the relay will automatically turn off after the delay. And while programming the NodeMCU, you can also activate or deactivate the EEPROM in the code. You can either select latch switch or push button in the circuit, and you can also use either active high or active low relay module. You can do all these changes in the code by just changing some flags, and you can make your circuit according to your requirement. And here you can see I have made a complete circuit without using any PCB. So after watching this complete video, anyone can make it. So without any further delay, let's get started. This video is sponsored by Altium, a world-class PCB design software trusted by many of the biggest electronic companies. The user interface is so simple, you can easily design any complex PCB in Altium. It brings together PCB design, MCAD, data management and teamwork. It also provides centralized cloud storage, automatic backup and many more powerful features. And if you are a student, you can also enroll Altium Student Lab for free to get access Altium software and online PCB design courses. After completing the course, you will also receive a certificate of completion from Altium. There are many other key benefits, so I highly recommend checking out the Altium Student Lab. You will find a link in the description. Just enroll using your university email ID. It's a great opportunity for students and a great initiative from Altium to help you grow your skill in electronics design. These are the required components for this project, and we will fit the complete circuit inside this box. First, I have to cut group for socket and switch. Then I will quickly fit the socket and switch on this box. Now I will refer this circuit to connect all the components. In the circuit, D5, D6 connected with these two relay and D1, D2 connected with the switches. If you want, you can also connect push button instead of the latch switches. This is the indicator LED connected with D0, and these sockets are connected across the NO and common terminal of the relay. So the circuit is very simple, and here you can see our circuit is ready. In the circuit, the switches are connected with D1 and D2, and this is the common ground. Then relays are connected with D5 and D6. Then this red wire is a live wire which is connected with the common terminal of the relay. Then from NO we have connected the socket. So the socket is connected across the neutral and NO. Then this is the AC to DC converter. Here we have given the AC supply, and from here we have given the 5V supply to NodeMCU and the relay module. Now let me connect the NodeMCU with my laptop. This is the source code for this project. To download the code, just visit our website iotcircuithub.com. You can find a link in the description. Then you can download the code from this button. After downloading, let me open the code with Arduino IDE. For this project, you just have to install the ESP8266 board. So go to board manager, search for ESP8266. Then here I have installed this version 3.1.2. After that, if you want to use latch switch for manual control, then you have to make this variable 1. For the push button, you have to make it 0. Here I am going to use latch switch, so let me change it to 1. If you want to activate EEPROM, then make this variable 1, or to deactivate the EEPROM, make it 0. And if you are using active low relay module, then make this variable 1. For the active high relay module, you have to make it 0. So you can select this flag according to your circuit and requirement. After that, this is the default hotspot or access point name and password. If you want, you can change the name or password. Then these two GPIO connected with the relay, and these two connected with the manual switches, and D0 connected with the indicator LED. If you go through the code, you can easily understand, and I will also explain the complete code line by line in the same article. You can find a link in the description. Still, if you face any issue, you can always let me know in the comment section. Now let me upload this code to ESP8266. So in the board, I will select NodeMCU. Just go to board, select ESP8266 and then select NodeMCU 1.0. Then select the proper COM port, then hit the upload button. So you don't need any Wi-Fi, as ESP32 will create its own hotspot. You just have to connect with the hotspot, then enter an IP to access the web dashboard. Now let me disconnect the NodeMCU. Then I will place the complete circuit inside this box. Here you can see our smart plug is ready. Now let me connect it with the supply. Next, I will connect these two lamps with this smart plug. Now I can control these two lamps from this manual switch. As I said, the ESP8266 will create a hotspot. So let me connect with the hotspot. So I will turn on the Wi-Fi. Then I will connect with the smart plug, the hotspot name. I will tap here, then enter the password 12345678. So here you can see I have connected with the hotspot. Now I will open the Google Chrome. Then I will enter the IP 192.168.4.1. I will tap here to open the dashboard. Now we can also control these two lamps from this dashboard, and if I control it manually, I can monitor the real-time feedback. Currently the first lamp is on, so if I turn off the complete supply, then if I turn it on, the first lamp will automatically turn on as the EEPROM is active. Now I will test the timer. So I will set the timer as 1 minute. So you can select either minute or hour. Here I will set the delay 1 minute. So let me enter 1. Then I will select minute. Then I will tap on start. You can see the second relay automatically turn on, and we can also see the countdown. So let me fast forward it. The relay will automatically turn off after the delay. And here you can see the second relay turns off. Now again we will test the timer, but this time we will disconnect from the hotspot. For that I will use another stopwatch, and here I will again set the delay 1 minute. Then I will tap on start. Here you can also see the countdown and also see the countdown here. Now I will disconnect from the hotspot. Here you can see I have turned off the Wi-Fi, and I have also closed the dashboard. Let me fast forward the video. Although it disconnect from the hotspot, still it will turn off the lamp after 1 minute delay. So here you can see after 1 minute delay, the lamp automatically turn off. So this is a very useful project. Anyone can make it without using any third-party IoT application. Just upload the code and your project will be ready. So if you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.